Okay, here we are. Just a small video to give you an idea about the coffee farm where I'm volunteer for a couple of months. It's in the Suan Lahu land that is a tribe in the mountains of Chiang Rai. They are in Thailand, but they are a different country basically. They have their own language, their cultures. So they don't see themselves as a Thai, but as a Suan Lahu. So it's an interesting culture that I'm learning. I've been here just for a week. So this is one of the places, one of the accommodations for the volunteers. And this is the other one where I'm staying. So this is the beginning of the farm. It's much bigger than this. I will make some other videos to show it. That's where the coffee peels. So this is not just coffee farm. It's our organic fruit and veggies farm as well. And they adopt permaculture. So everything is used and reused for the farm. So no pesticide or chemical. It's all natural. This is part of the farm. Like coffee trees is a bit basically everywhere. That's where they sorted the beans once picked, and this is the roastery. And with the roasting machine, they roast their own coffee as well. So they have a good, I would say, they have a good understanding about how coffee grows and how coffee tastes and how coffee is roasted. That is not really usual. It's a bit unusual. Normally coffee farmers just grow coffee and that's it. So this is something interesting to take into considerations, because this is a small cafe that the farm manager built by himself. I mean, all the farm, for what I could understand, is been built by the farm manager with the help of friends and family. That's one of the storages, but this small cafe, it's really cool. It's my dream cafe. As you can see, it's beautiful. So now I'm gonna, so this is like the main part of the farm with the storage, the accommodations, the roasting machine, and the room, to sort the beans. They are at 1,000 meters above sea level, and the coffee is a typical and Catimore variety. They do natural and washed process. In the 70s, the King tried to stop opium and tried to introduce coffee to change the directions of most of the farmers in the north of Thailand from growing drugs to a more ethical crop, and have been a success. The King introduced one of like the second largest taxation about imported coffee from outside, so that the farmer could have a monopoly, but in this case for good reason, because if they will not make a living, they will go back to opium. It's been a success because not only they are making a living, most of it, but it's bringing young people as well into it, instead of other coffee growing countries where young people run away from farming. Thailand, it's one of the rare cases where young people between 20 and 30 is actually go into farming. So this is a proof that if they have enough to make a living, they will stay and not leaving. That's the kitchen where we eat. Again, all made by the farm manager, that is Suan Lahu himself. And I mean the land is big, coffee trees are everywhere. So I will just do this video and then more. This is more toilet and showers for everyone, but this is mainly for the workers and us while we are working. Going up more coffee trees is a hard job. The trees, some part of the farm they are on the flat land. Most of the coffee trees is on the slopes. So working, picking, maintenance is hard. In general, farming is hard, and as I said many times, it's crazy that they're paid so little, or maybe it's all in purpose, without going into politics. This is a nursery, so once the little coffee tree are ready, they will be moved on suitable land and planted again. Now we are heading toward the drying beds. The harvest season in Thailand, or at least in the mountains here of Chiang Rai, Nan province, it's I think in December, from October to December. Here is where they are placed to dry. Everything's been built by them. It's incredible and wonderful at the same time. So now we are heading to where they keep some pigs that the farm manager has told me that they are there for the reason for compost. So the poo, it's used to fertilize the land. See, coffee trees, more you can see above on the slope. It's beautiful up here, and the Suan Lahu, like many mountain tribes, they live in contact with nature. I think realizing to be part of it and not above. More trees down there. It's like more sheds for more tools and barrels where they keep more compost, more things to fertilize the soil. Some of the beans they started to get some colors. When it's red, they are ready to be harvested. That is again October, November, December. So the farm, it's a shade-grown organic farm. So you can see all the trees are covered. All the coffee trees are covered by taller trees that function as a natural cover, a protection for the bees. You can see like coffee planted everywhere it's possible to be planted. Mosquitoes not making the life easier. Et voila. Here's now water, like small waterfalls. Not sure where exactly come from because it wasn't happening the last week. Again, this is just a small part of the farm. There are much more coffee trees all around. So far, the hardest. I mean, definitely a challenging job have been to remove all the dry, all the dead branches from the trees. That and mainly we done the job on the trees on the slopes. So hard because you needed to keep the balance, otherwise you roll down. You will rolling down, and a couple of times I almost done it. So you needed to, obviously your legs is the one that work the most. Today was a bit more physical on the upper body. They do their own charcoal where to fertilize the trees. One of the things they use to fertilize the coffee trees. So we had to close the bags and take them down from the slopes, and then collect them where they're near where the pig farm was. And then we took big chunks of woods that have been cut. There's more volunteer coming, so they're gonna build a bed from scratch, the bed frame. So we had to take all the cut woods down to the farm from the slopes, and that was pretty heavy. So this is the village. There is another side, on the opposite side of the valley, there is another Suan Lahu village. I think that been yesterday, and it is bigger, but this looks bigger. This is the one near the farm, where the farm manager and all the worker lives. So you can see it's all mostly made out of wood, and then they explained it to me that they all build themselves normally in one day, and then nowadays they do some houses using part of concrete, so that takes a bit longer. So this is I would say probably the hand of the farm, and there are more coffee farms around owned by other people, but this is the end of the one where I'm staying, at least on the farm level. Then there are more up there. W. There's some of the beans already like a color, not exactly why, most of it are green. But then you have, at least in this tree, you have a lot of red, ready to be picked. And then bananas. There is no need to buy food in supermarket. All the food it's here. All the trees, you can grow everything in this land. And that's one like someone from the village at work. Beautiful experience so far, beautiful experience.